Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your host Ramon from Omni Games, coming with you today with Magic Origins booster box opening. This is launch weekend. Today, the day the video is being recorded is July 19th. Set just came out. This is what the box looks like. If you've been drafting and stuff, you know what this looks like. If you haven't been drafting, this is what the box looks like. And we're just gonna get ready to crack this thing open. This is the Buy a Box promo, Relic Seeker. Looks pretty good. So, yeah, let's just get cracking. Let's open this. I really like, there's a couple cards in the set that I like. I like Languish. I think that's a pretty good card. The Planeswalkers are cool. There's a couple other cards that I really like though. There's the equipment that lets you get land whenever the creature that it's equipped to deals damage. Can't remember the name off of that. And I also like the Pact. Jesus Christ, that is tight. Yeah, the Demonic Pact. This is what the display looks. This is what the display looks like when it's open. So let's take a look here. It's just crap. All right, so let's get cracking. Origins booster box from Omni Games. Hope you guys enjoy it. Hope we get some pretty nice pulls. You know, I mean, we all hope to pull nice, so hopefully we get some cool foils and some good cards. You know, I would like to get a Jace, just cause I like Jace. And then in the video we're just gonna go straight to the rare. Let's see, and then I'll read off the rare. Jace's Sanctum. Instant sorceries you cast costs 1 less. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, scry 1. Let me actually move closer over here. Okay, so then there's the rare. Pack 2. A Hydra. Managor Hydra. Trample. Whenever a player casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Sounds like it could get annoying. Might get huge quick. You never know. It's a 3-drop for 1/1, but every time a player casts a spell, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So Jesus, these packs. Let's take a look here. Hix's Prison Warden. So 4/4 for 5 with flash. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, if this card entered the battlefield this turn, exile that creature until Hix's leaves the field. Interesting. What are you guys' thoughts on this set? Comment down below and let me know. I think it's okay. I know we're not gonna have core sets anymore, so this is like their last go at it. So I don't know, there's some good cards. I can't even pronounce that. It's a 6/6 flyer. Whenever a permanent owned by another player is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose a life. Sounds pretty good. Nothing too crazy so far. These packs are hard as shit to open. Like the foil is like thicker or something. Almaret High Arbiter, flying 5/5. When this card enters the battlefield, each opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose the name of a non-land card revealed this way. Your opponent can't cast spells with the chosen name. Okay. After the video, I have to go back and read all these comments and uncommons. Not very familiar with what any of these do. Shivian Reef. Yay. Fucking Painland. I'm kind of mad that they got reprinted again. Like nobody really used them whenever they got reprinted last. They're just a pain in the butt, like literally. The Painlands are a pain. Miss You Meddler. Now this card's cool. Obviously I like the promo art better, but or whatever it is so you can get that art. But when this card enters the battlefield, you may change the target of a target spell or ability to itself. It's a 1/4/4/3 with flash. This card's pretty good. It's cool to have something like that in standard. And we got our first foil. It's a common. It's cool to have something like that. I mean, I mostly play modern, so I have Spellskite in my deck, but it's cool to have something like that. But Spellskite doesn't have flash. This does, so it's cool. Gaia's Revenge. Gia's Revenge. This card can be counter. It's an 8/5 with haste. Gia's Revenge can't be the target of non-green spells or abilities for non-green. This card's stupid. Jesus Christ. Okay. This card says fuck you, blue. And that sucks because that's what I play. I'm a control player. I love control. So this card, I can already feel it. Makes me feel salty already. Can't be the target of non-green spells or abilities. Jesus, you can't even downfall it. Oh my god. I guess you have to board wipe. That's dumb. The fact that it has haste. It's an 8/5 with haste. That thing's getting in there. 7 mana though. But for green, it's not a big deal. Pile Driver, yes. Good. Glad we pulled this. I have a friend that needs it. So if you don't know what Pile Driver is, it's another card that makes me feel salty. It's protection from blue. Whenever Goblin Pile Driver attacks, it gets +2/+0 until the end of turn for each attacking goblin. So this can get huge fast. I mean, especially right now with red deck wins, like it's really strong. Especially, I mean, they play the Dragon Fodder and the one that gets you 3 goblins plus Rabble Master. It's gonna be fun. Dark Petition. Love this card. Let's see. Search your library for a card and put that card into your hand. Then shuffle your library. With Spells Mastery, if there are 2 or more instants or sorcery cards in your graveyard, you add 3 black to your mana pool, which is pretty good. I mean, you can get your mana back. Hopefully when you're using this, you have another spell to follow up and your Spell Mastery is up. This way you really only pay 2 mana for it, but you get specifically 3 black back. So I feel like this card could be really good. They just need to find use for it. So this is another good one too, but it's not common. So but I like this card for modern players, Temur Twin. It's another option you guys can go into. But yeah, like I said, what's your thoughts on this set so far? Um, Comment down below. Let me know. Harbinger, Harbinger of Tides. I think this card's amazing. Um, you may cast Harbinger of Tides as though it had flash if you pay 2 more. So it will essentially cost 4 mana. When Harbinger of Tides enters the battlefield, you may turn target tap creature and opponent controls to its owner's hand. I mean, when I saw this, since the format I mostly play is modern, you're just gonna Ether Vow this in if you play it. I'm sure it'll find home in Merfolk. Card's pretty good. I love the way it looks. Most of the artwork in this set is pretty good. It's like almost all of it's like, some of it is digital art, which is pretty cool. We're a couple packs in already. No Planeswalker still. I'm gonna be really mad if I don't pull one. Really, I would like a Jace, really, or a Liliana. Molten Vortex. It's an enchantment. It's 1 red. This 1 red, discard a land. This card deals 2 damage to target creature or player. This is pretty good. You know, when the red player starts getting swamped and they don't want to keep playing land and they don't have nothing better to do, they can just pay 1 red, discard a land, and start burning you like that, you know? So, card's pretty good. I'm sure it'll see some play in standard. Again, these packs are ridiculous. Let's see here. Knight of the White Orchid. Card's amazing. This will reprint. First strike. When Knight of the White Orchid enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, you may search your library for a Plains card, put into the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Double white. White weenies. I mean, why not? Let's make it happen. I'm sure it'll be pretty good. I mean, you still have Nykthos. And I'm sure you can drop like some crazy bomb in there. It'd be fun. I actually played like against white weenies. When was it? Last time I was around in standard. And the deck was pretty good. It was fun. It was like white with a splash of red for Boros Charm. Pretty good. Battlefield Forge. Oh my god. Why? Hate these lands. No use for them. Literally 0. Hopefully I can go to my locals and trade a bunch of this crap away. Especially these. So let's see. Flames Shadow Conjuring. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 red. If you do put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature, that token gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of your next end step. This sounds like it could be abused. I'm sure somebody will figure something out for it. I can't think of anything, but this sounds like it could be pretty good. No Planeswalkers. Sad panda. Let's see, we're about halfway there into this box. Another foil. Starfield of Nyx. Our first mythic, right? Jesus Christ, yeah, our first mythic. It's an enchantment. Cost 5, 1 white and 4 colorless. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. As long as you control 5 or more enchantments, each other non-aura enchantment you control is a creature in addition to its other types and has base power and base toughness equal to its converted mana cost. Damn. This card's pretty... I mean, I want to say they'll probably be an enchantment-based deck. And when I first read this card, that's immediately what I thought. I'm like, okay, there's gonna have to be some type of enchantment-based deck. I feel like this card's pretty good. I mean, again, right now the way standards is with so many, like with all 7 sets, like I'm sure some crazy shenanigans are going to be happening for the next couple months, and I can't wait to see it. I've opened so many of these stupid slugs. Like every time I open a pack, it's right at the freaking beginning of the pack. Animist Awakening. 1 green X. Reveal the top X cards of your library. Put all land cards among them into the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Spell Mastery. If there are 2 or more instants or sorcery cards in your graveyard, untap those lands. This card, I think it's pretty good. Now, I think I'm going to try one in my Red Green Tron, because for some reason, sometimes my games go pretty long, which is surprising. But if I can tap 1 green and a shit ton of mana in late game in Tron, I'm going to place all those lands, like pick up my deck and just get all the land and go from there and get all the land out. This way I'll make sure to like draw into bombs or something, but it's probably not needed. Well, I'll try it for the sake of it. We'll see. Probably not. It's like one of those things. It's like the more you think of it, it's like it sounds pretty bad. Grave Blade Marauder. It's a 1/4 with Death Touch. When this card deals combat damage to a player, that player loses life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. That's annoying. This could be annoying. I didn't even see this card like get spoiled or anything, but this could be annoying. Oh my, please give me a Planeswalker. That's all I ask for. That's all I want. If I can get one, I'll be fine. A bot of Corel Keep. It's a 2-drop. It's 1 red, 1 colorless, 2/1 with prowess. When this card enters the battlefield, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of the turn, you may play that card. Pretty good, I guess. Yeah. Does anybody have some type of like brew already that they have coming for all these new cards? They know you guys know what you're gonna play in standard. Do you guys comment down below? Let me know. I mean, besides elves and goblins, like, is there anything else that you guys might think? I love the art of this dragon fodder. It's old. It's an old art, but yes. Yes. First Planeswalker, Liliana. Alright, so Liliana, the Heretical Healer. It's a 2 black, 1 colorless, 2/3 lifelink. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, exile Liliana, then return her to the battlefield, transform under your control. If you do, put a 2/2 black zombie creature onto the battlefield. So much worth. So much worth. Let's see. +2. Each player discards a card. Okay. -X. Return target non-legendary creature card with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. -8. You get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, return it to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. This card's pretty good. And I mean, this card's good. I like it. It's 3 mana. Hopefully it'll see a lot of play. I hope. I like Planeswalkers, and I have a thing for Planeswalkers. So I love the utility of them. I think, like, and the lore, just the whole aspect of the Planeswalkers. So I just love Planeswalkers. Avaricious Dragon. This was like the first card that got spoiled for this set. It's a 4-drop 4/4 flyer. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. At the beginning of your end step, discard your hand. Okay. That's its name fits it, that's for sure. I don't know what I think about this card. There's 2 mythics in a row. I just realized that. We're getting there. Hot stuff coming through. Jace right here. That would be nice. Nope. It's a shitty Painland. I think we lost it. We lost the mojo that we had going on. What is this? Battle for Zendikar releases October 2nd, 2015. When this comes out, Theros blocks rotates out, if anybody's wondering. Nothing's rotated out yet. You know, the fact that the Planeswalkers are are flip cards now, you know, when you're going through and you see like that Gideon. I mean, I know his name's Kytheon, so it doesn't really apply to Gideon, but you're like, oh, nope, didn't get it. 7. This is a 7 mana instant. Put 4 2/white night creature tokens with vigilance onto the battlefield. With spell mastery, if there are 2 or more sorcery cards in your instant or sorcery, creatures you control gain indestructible until the end of turn. Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a little hefty, but maybe I can find a spot for it in my EDH deck. But my commander's Avacyn, so everything's already indestructible. So, I don't know. But it's 4 2/2s, which is pretty good. Scab Clan Berserker. It's a 2 red, 1 colorless haste with renown. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, if it isn't renowned, put a +1/+1 counter on it. So whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, if this card is renowned, it deals 2 damage to that player. Yup. Sounds like it can get annoying too. Red got a lot of good cards this set. And I mean, that's surprising. Lot of good cards. Like, they were like, let's give red something. Hallowed Moonlight. Until the end of turn, if a creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile instead, draw a card. Yeah, and Containment Priest is better. This draws you a card, but you know, standard, I don't think we didn't have anything like that, so. Let's see here. Tragic Arrogance. 2 white, 3 colorless, sorcery speed. For each player, you choose from among the permanents that player controls an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker. Then each player sacrifices all other non-land permanents he or she controls. Okay, so you get to choose what they keep. Interesting. Here's a foil Smash to Smithereens. This is cool. Three mythics so far, man. I hope we get another one. Another Planeswalkers would be nice. Chandra's Ignition. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. It's interesting. I don't know what to think. Again, like, I'm not really like a brewer, so when I look at a card, I'm like, okay, well, this sounds like, the most I can say is that, like, okay, this will either be kind of good, but again, I don't know. Oh, cool. Foil double rare. Herald of the Pantheon. Enchantments, spells you cast are cost 1 colorless less. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 1 life. And then Graveblade Marauder foil. It's pretty cool. I like the way this card looks. And this is gonna be, might be a good card. It's 3 mana. So it's not like it's outrageously costed. And I mean, it has Death Touch. It's 1/4. It's a wall is what it is. Kytheon Irregulars. 4 mana, 4/3. Renown. If this card deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. If it isn't Renown, and then double white, tap target creature. It's pretty good. Again, that white weenie deck. Disciple of the Ring. This is our 4th mythic. Let's see. It's a 3 colorless double blue. For 1 colorless, exile an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Choose 1. Counter target non-creature spell unless its opponent controller pays 2. This card gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Tap target creature, untap target creature. I like its first ability to counter stuff unless they pay 2. I mean, let's see here. Nissa's Revelation. Let's see. So scry 5, then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you draw cards equal to its power, and you gain life equals to its toughness. It's pretty good. I think that's like an Eldrazi back here. Pretty sure.